exactly the same idea-wise as the Game 1 comp, where you just kind of global on top of somebody and you say, oh, you think you can be in your own jungle? You're not allowed to be in your own jungle.
You can in fact just take the headset off and just start talking into the microphone from across the way. It's now Kingen going aggressive onto Rich here. The Narbar looking okay as Sponge is coming over, and Kingen, he knows he has to commit to it. He flashes, he picks it up just before the Mega Gnar comes in. He will be sacrificed as, oh, some ticking of the potion was working out there, but a 1-for-1 trade to be played around with here by the Silas. Calyx utilizing that to help him in the lane as, oh, nice double Shadow Dash there. But the stun does come through. They look to turn it on to Gio, and the power of the Braum is working as Lazy feels so incredibly close. Lands will finish him off, and now in the battle of the Braum versus Shen, I think I'm feeling like the Shen might be okay. The flash forward as Lehens gets those empowered autos and then finds the taunt to take him. Lehens killing someone with a taunt. Is there anything more poignant?
Oh, it's so perfect. Been able to trade a kill, obviously, but Lehens picks up 2 kills, so it kind of evens out down there. Lavara still has a CS lead as Gio returns to the lane.
Kingen going for it once again. I've seen this one before. This time, there is a Braum. So Concussive Blows comes down. Kingen able to dash his way out. I think he'll be okay for the moment. Does have the needlework, so he'll be fine.
Yeah. Andil making a big impact in this early game.
This time around, kind of okay. Sponge is moving in.
This time they have enough minions.
Gwen may die.
No song.
Gentlemen, as he does go into his little mist and then slams into the wall. And there is Lehens. Stand United comes on through. I believe Andil is going to die, and there's another kill towards the bottom side as well. Man, this observing is so incredibly good. Shout out to good old Jonas Strong there.
Top side, Lehens picks up his 3rd of the game, and when you see Sponge's top side, the Nocturne can engage from so far away.
And it was Elise, it was Shen, and it was Singed.
I mean,
like they were the champs that he'd play.
Kingen?
Kingen is just trying to run around with these scissors. Calyx, oh no, they are both dead, aren't they? Andil going to be the first one to go down as Calyx with a Gnar picked up, finds a chain, and there is the paranoia. I do not think this Poppy is making it out. As Gideon, does he have it? The answer is he doesn't need it. As Sponge elects to get rid of the Gwen. Gideon down relatively low as Lehens just fighting against Lazyfield. And he likes those odds. And I think so do most of us. As Calyx still with that Mega Gnar available, it is just going to be dashing his way out. No way to utilize that one. That Demolish Rock just scared me.
He just kind of gets money.
Oh, there's so many Gnars! So many Gnars! As another Stand United, another Shadow Dash, and another death for Rich.
I mean, it's just, I was going to say, it's kind of like a deja vu for that play where we had the Draven and the overextension in the bottom lane last game.
Yep.
He was like, oh, I guess I'll go up here and I'll harass Rich until it's ready, then I'll help you guys get the dragon later. Just hold on a second.
Well, there is the taunt flash, and that should be a dead Rich. Lehens goes down, but he loves dying, guys. That's exactly what he wants to do.
That's his whole thing, and he's like, well, now I have my ult back when I respawn. Obviously, that play there from Lehens on the top side. And DRX starting the dragon here. Doesn't look like Nongshim will actually go for a contest here, in part due to Calyx being behind in the side lane and lost half of his health bar. So they are going to give this one up, even though Lehens would love to ult in and fight.
Yeah, not going to be happening this time around as, oh, tries to sacrifice for the cannon, and Calyx doesn't actually get it. That is very sad.
Comfy back there, because I am everywhere. And Kingen will now get the full turret. So that's first turret as well, and feats of strength over to Nongshim. So feeling like they just cannot do any wrong.
It's going to be a difficult task here for DRX.
Taking this is illegal.
For Shelly.
It's not allowed. I don't think they will allow it.
Well, they are going to get it down very, very low, as Nongshim not able to deny that one. Still looking for a potential fight, but instead, they'll just say, no, solo laners, get into these solo lanes, take down these structures,
very
and just get gold.
Yeah, very kind of Nongshim, but they still get money. As you say, it was not just a freebie, as this will not secure the mid turret on its own, but they do have a wave crashing through it. This is a scary timing.
Paranoia comes on forward there as the Stand United. There's a nice taunt. Gideon will be taken down. They do get rid of Andil as now Sponge trying to get himself away. He will successfully do so as the Arcane Storm is down. Lehens is in a bit of trouble, shields himself, but it's a double for you, Cal. And Kingen, can you stop this onslaught from the Victor? That's the question, as Rich is on the top side. He's going to get a turret. This game may have been eulogized a little early, Wolf.
It's very simple to play, but some judgment errors there.
There also is Poppy and Braum, which can really make things difficult. Gwen is going to make things difficult as well, especially when carrying a Shen. And so that is once again Andil dead. 5 deaths now. They've really been targeting this Braum. You've noticed in a lot of these fights, I haven't been like looking at Andil like, what are you doing? Always out of position. Cool down.
And they don't have their 2-item for Lucian. They don't have their 2-item for Victor, so it's a little bit awkward. But they do have Prio, and I think that makes up for it in this situation. Maybe we see a give, but nope.
Yeah, here we go. Once more. Gideon, though, just going to get separated and eliminated. I don't know about that paranoia. That wasn't fantastic, but the Keeper's Verdict is now on cooldown. Nongshim still looking for a fight here. As Yukal, he needs to be the target. He just does so much damage if left unattended. Chains of Corruption go down as there's the flash in, and Rich just explodes once again, denied. And Lahans, he will fall. Lazyfield goes in, and then Calyx slammed into a wall, and Lazyfield from over the other side is able to hit freely. Sponge now in potentially a little bit of trouble, but Giu trying to fight back, and Lazyfield's just shooting one after the other. He'll take him down, no fear on this Vietnamese player, and DRX are back in a big way.
In a big way, though. I mean, when I tossed you the play-by-play on that, I sounded confused because I thought, well, I guess they're just going to give it up. You know, they're not in position to fight for this. And with the lead that you have, so it means way less. Like you're saying, here's a Nocturne ult.
Yep, there's another paranoia as Keeper's Verdict just going to get rid of Calyx. There is a Shen delivery, but Yukal stands his ground. Gideon just fighting against Sponge. Yukal trying to get himself out of there as Gwen is immune, kinda, because now she's inside this circle with Lazyfield and Andil. Lazyfield kites it out, gets over the wall. The culling now doing damage to Gio at the same time. Sponge taken low, but he's a puppy. He doesn't care, and Calyx just surrounded by DRX. Fight after fight, DRX are doing it, and they're finding the angles. Rich finds Meganar finally in this game. Will be able to take down Gio. That's a clean ace, ladies and gentlemen.
I think that might just be the end of the game. I mean, it's obviously going to continue, but this is so much gained here for DRX on this fight after another overextension. The advantage they needed to win this one. They got outplayed again.
Well, they might be getting outplayed right now, as Kingin looking to snip on towards Rich. The Wallop not really doing too much there as Yukal and Sponge, they'll turn up, and Rich just hopping away. This is looking like tilt, ladies and gentlemen, as Nongshim circling the drain against DRX when they had such a big lead in the early game. Yeah. The good old DRX Nongshim, as Calyx could be in a little bit of trouble here, as Silas has not looked fantastic, even though he has picked up a couple of kills, just hasn't found a lot of value in these more recent fights.
It's so hard when you start to fall behind in this Braum, you know? Braum you're dealing with a Poppy. You just don't have as much agency as you once did. And now Victor has, you know, the extra money to have an arm guard on top of his 2 items. Look at the support ultimate, or the support items. Okay, hold on.
Oh, okay. If at first you don't succeed, just go again, as Gravity Well doing a whole lot of work. There is that arm guard that you were talking about, Wolf. You probably should have said that in the comms for Nongshim, though, because Yukal's still kiting this one out. That's another kill. And they, like, every time they engage onto Yukal, every time Yukal makes them all dead. That is going to be a Gnar that's stolen away. He does finally die. And now the question for Nongshim is, was it worth it?
So many values in these 4 skirmishes here for Nongshim. But Nongshim from behind, they see Victor alone in mid lane. Seems like a good play to go in. Like, that's your natural Nocturne instinct is, I press R. We got to catch this guy. He's not safe.
But it is making it go faster. You know, it's not really pushing them in the right direction. As Sponge looking to try and take down Lahens here. Is going to be spotted on some more vision.
Oh, you had a 2,000 gold lead, but now we're the same. You and I are exactly the same.
Yep. And Lahens is going to look for something, but there is the double Gnar. The turret is working overtime here at the same time. As they do manage to take it down, Rich might be in trouble as well. Some needlework coming on in. A great wallop.
The way!
He doesn't find it. Over the wall he goes as Kingin will be able to lock that one up. But as you can see, on the other side of the rift, ladies and gentlemen, there is a base that is in shambles. So Rich and an inner turret in trade for everything.
Yeah, Rich is, let's say, in top diff in all chat.
I reckon that is probably the case. Gideon will be able to use the spell shield this time around on the Keeper's Verdict. Kingin gets back to base, but he's going to see that it is all on fire. Kingin goes golden, but there is no one to help him out. Great interruption there as he tries to dash away, but Andil, like, after those first 5 deaths, he's like, nah, now we lock in. And he absolutely did. Nexus turret's now on the floor. Giu pushing really far forward. Lazyfield once again on the cusp of death, but that's where he likes it, ladies and gentlemen. No redemption for Lahens, and there goes the Nexus. We're going to 3 here.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.